on this Monday. Hopefully everyone had a great weekend and holiday if you observed that. Some fresh snow came a day late though if you wanted a white Christmas here in the southern part of the state, but a swath of heavy snow fell across central Minnesota. We'll explain why they got so much more than us here a little further south. But generally, metro totals 2 to 3 inches on the lower end of what was possible. And again, things not lining up quite right to give us the bigger, higher ratio snow that they saw here across the central parts of the state. Anywhere from a foot to 18 inches, basically from northwestern Wisconsin, cutting right across. You can line it up with Mille Lacs Lake over towards Brainerd. 18 inches, one of the higher amounts picked up. Still some snow-covered roads in central and northern Minnesota too, though with the sunshine and temperatures, at least during the daylight, that are above that 15-degree mark where salt works well, should hopefully clear up some of that because it's going to drop quickly tonight in those fresh snow areas where it was deepest. And so the salt will not work so well. But this is a picture from Josh right in the zone of that 18-inch snowfall. And then a little further southeast, not necessarily impressive snow, but we did see that layer of ice, some freezing drizzle after the snow did coat a lot of trees and some of that fresh snow too. Clear skies now, we can see the fresh snow. Generally, you can see a little darker color, less snow south, and a little brighter white as you move north. And you can see, of course, the Minnesota River there too. But following right along where the deepest snow fell here over the last 24 hours, that grayish green color, those are sub-zero readings overnight tonight. So it's going to get very cold quickly once the sun goes down across central Minnesota. Watch out for some slick spots there because it will be colder than what salt can handle. So this is looking at the vertical velocity, upward motion of air last night at about 8,000 feet. And what you want is that to line up in that perfect temperature zone, the dendritic zone, where we see the snow crystals really form, the dendritic zone crystals that pile up on top of each other. So that all lined up right around the Brainerd area last night. Vertical velocity plus in that 0 to 10 degree temperature zone. It was too high for the Twin Cities, so we saw a lesser, more of a 10-to-1 ratio of snow where they saw a higher ratio. Now tomorrow, it does line up here and really everywhere across Minnesota, but we're gonna have less moisture. So we're going to be multiplying a low amount of water, but not enough water to make significant totals. And some of the models are hinting at maybe a low-level dry air. That red and green, those are temperature and dew point. And when they're apart from each other, that means there's a lower relative humidity or some drier air. So we're going to have to watch for maybe some low-level dry air that could cut back on snowfall totals tomorrow too. But it is going to be a fluffy, high-ratio snow tomorrow. Again, right in that perfect zone of getting dendrites, but just not enough moisture to create a ton of snowfall. So one system's out of here. We're watching this next plume of moisture. This is the mid-level water vapor loop we're watching. So here's tomorrow's snow. It's going to be rain in a mix well south of Minnesota and Wisconsin. So it's going to be an all snow event. Temperatures will be colder. And then we're looking at some flurries, a couple light snow showers Thursday, probably just a dusting out of that. But the potential, models are hinting at a bigger storm shaping up in the region somewhere for New Year's Day. Still too early to tell where yet and how much, but something to watch as we head into the first of the year. Winter storm warnings out for tomorrow's snow. It is going to add up a little bit more for the northern half of the state and some blizzard warnings for the northwesternmost counties and into North Dakota where the wind is going to whip things around. Some early morning snow showers are possible tomorrow right around 8 a.m. and then the main event starts up around lunchtime. So between 10 and noon or 1 o'clock, we'll see a few hours of decent snowfall, but that's going to be it. It's going to be pretty short-lived. And then it all moves on here by the evening hours, things should be done. So Twin Cities, we're going to see some of the lighter amounts, but you go south and west where that dry air will be, much less snow. So again, we're going to have to watch, does that dry air push into the Twin Cities and cut back our totals? But northern Minnesota, you see the purple, that's over a half foot. It's possible there. That's why they have the winter storm warnings. So for the Twin Cities specifically, the most likely range tomorrow looks to be in that 2 to 3.5 inches on the low end. Again, if we get some of that dry air moving in, could be an inch or two. And on the high end, if we get a little luckier, maybe up to 3 to 4. But it looks like 2 to 3 inches, a pretty likely amount for the Twin Cities tomorrow. So we're whitening things up gradually, and we're cooling it off too. The upper level pattern is going to be much more conducive for colder temperatures, something we haven't seen this month really. And that means the temperature anomalies, that difference from normal, from Minnesota back into the Northwest, well below normal temperatures. In fact, the prairie provinces of Canada will be the bullseye of the coldest temperatures compared to normal here over the next several days. And that pattern looks to last into January, so get used to maybe some colder weather here as the pattern sets in after tomorrow's snow. Just around 12 for a high Wednesday, Thursday, maybe only single digits Friday, and some much colder overnight lows, something we've also been lacking here. And again, we have to watch that potential for maybe a significant snowfall in the neighborhood, at least on New Year's Day. Hey everyone, meteorologist Sven Sungard here. Please be sure to like this video, also subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this with others.